Hi, how you doing? And today we're watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 5, Episode 17. Goodness. I don't know where this show is going to be going after the last episode. The last episode was quite a doozy. It was possibly the most emotional and most well done episode I have ever seen. So, not sure where the show's gonna go after that, but I guess we'll find out today. Yeah, I genuinely am like, I'm not sure how they're gonna approach it, you know? Like, I don't know if we're gonna have like Joyce's funeral in this episode or something, or because like the last episode was basically over the course of like a couple hours, you know, like it didn't like, you know, so I'm not sure if it's gonna like keep going or if it's gonna like flash forward like a week or so or like go to like after, I don't know, but I think that's what makes going into this episode even more interesting because I have no idea what's gonna happen after this. And even, like, the whole glory thing and everything, because, like, that's technically, like, our big baddie for, like, the season. Or so it seems. I don't know. Watch another big baddie, like, bigger than a god come. I do. Big baddie, I think a god qualifies under that. But, I'm not sure. There's a lot. There's a lot. So, yeah, I'm gonna just shut up. Without further ado, let's get into it. I'm stressed out, but, you know. Not a Buffy episode if I'm not stressed out. Why is this piece of hair like that? Do you want to go on the other side? I think that's what I wanted. Yeah. Hi, Buffy. Oh no! Oh, great. Yay, love that.
What if she likes something else better?
But one thing I forgot to mention, I just was thinking about it now. I am so fucking happy this show did not do what Supernatural did probably 500 fucking times. When someone would die on that show, the main characters would do everything in their power to try and bring them back and be like, it was always so annoying. I like how they approached it and they weren't like, Buffy immediately like, how do I bring her back, you know? Wait, sorry.
Hello? Yes, they did.
Artie
Thank
knocks it! Artie, please be dreadful. I know you won't, but please.
Your dad's still AWOL, huh?
The number he left for us in Spain is no good. I've left messages everywhere.
This dude.
I have a line that just says,
I'm gonna stop by my mom's first. Been doing that a lot lately.
Yeah, I actually might stop by your mom's too. Well, I'm not going to my place. Those people are scary. Speaking of, you have got to be kidding.
Oh no, Spike.
They're for Joyce.
Like you care about her.
Guys,
We did hang out a
guys,
lot.
not here.
Care? Joyce was the only one of the lot of you that I could stand.
The guy thinks he can put on a big show and con Buffy into being his sex monkey.
Okay.
Xander. He didn't leave a card.
We're in cemeteries literally every episode, but I've never been to a burial like this. I've only been to like one ceremony,
and keep her.
but
The Lord
I've never
makes
been to a
his
burial
face
like
to
this,
shine
and I
upon
cannot
her
even
and be
imagine
gracious to her.
watching this. Ah.
I couldn't come sooner.
No! Oh my god. Oh no! Oh god. Oh god.
Oh, Dad.
Oh, what the
I wish I could.
you guys are witches.
hell? Oh no.
And
Oh no.
you
I was
do
just talking about this,
magic
Dawn.
and
Please
stuff.
don't try.
I want to do a spell.
Oh no. Oh, for the spill.
I want to bring Mom back.
Trust me, Dawn, there are 15 seasons of Supernatural that tell you exactly why you should not do that.
When I think about it that way, it makes death a little less sad.
Oh.
Sex a little more exciting.
I'm a little confused.
Again, I say, huh?
It's about making life.
Oh my god, is she gonna...
Right, when
Yeah.
two people are much older and way richer and far less stupid.
The funeral
They're
was...
still there.
It was brutal. And it's tomorrow that I'm
Listen,
worried
listen,
about.
maybe I'm a Angel Stone at heart. Listen, leave me alone.
But Dawn...
Look, it's okay.
You don't feel like it now, but you are strong, Buffy. You're gonna figure this out. And you have people to help you. You don't have to do this alone.
She told him about the whole Dawn being a key that's wanted by a god.
I'm seriously needy right now.
You have a right to be.
Don't worry about the neediness. I can handle it.
Listen.
I told you. You better go.
I love them so much.
Good.
Hey, bud.
I can't let that happen. Don't you see? I can't.
We're heading down to
Sheesh.
breakfast.
Miss Ma'am? What are you doing?
There. Anyone asks you about anything in that area, just come and get me.
Okay. Anything else?
Well, if you like, I can teach you how to work the cash register. You can ring up sales.
Cool.
Charles is gonna turn around and Dawn's gonna be like going up the stairs. Dawn? I know Willow wanted to help, but do not show a grieving 14-year-old anything like this. Oh, goodness. Dawn? Are you serious? I literally jinxed myself by mentioning it.
I'm gonna help.
Spike. First the robot thing, now this. I am questioning your judgment a little bit. Giles, no. Giles, no. Giles, if you get sad, I'm gonna... It's over for me.
Never used this bloke's services myself, but this...
I know why you're doing this.
Do you now? Enlighten me.
Spike, I'm not stupid. You're like stalking my sister. You'd do anything to get in good with her.
Buffy never hears about this, okay?
Where is he? Should've been back hours ago.
Hello!
Sure, Jink. Oh, no. Oh,
Come on, Ben. Finish the job.
Ben? Oh, good. You pointless, stupid lump. Oh, I hate you. I hate you.
The key! He told me.
The key's in human form?
I believe so. Good one.
Secreted away in a flesh wrapper. This narrows the search from now on in a serious...
Didn't think so.
Ow!
Goodness. What's with the hair pulling?
Your mother's a good candidate, at least. Strong DNA.
Right.
Egg of the Gora gives life. It's key to the spell.
Can you buy it? This egg
If it
or...
was as easy as making an omelet, everyone would try it. No. You have to steal the egg. I can't say for sure your mother will come back exactly like she was.
Oh, goodness.
Sometimes these things get a little
I
off.
really don't like the sound of this.
But she'll still be my mother.
Let me know how it goes.
Somebody's got to get the egg while you distract the Gora. Now, come on.
Well, what do you know? Pity Buffy.
This is actually... Okay.
Doesn't look so bad.
Dawn.
Wait till it wakes
Oh my
up.
god.
Right. Heads it is. Over here.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Did you get it? Don't be sorry then.
Sheesh.
Giver of darkness,
Are you
taker of life, God of gods, return to me.
don't. Oh. If it was gonna end there, I was gonna be pissed.
You had 2 eggs sunny side up. I remember because they were wiggling at me like little boobs. Sassy eggs. Down to everything I do with you.
Please, no. Stop being so cute. Oh.
God, what else did she take?
Nothing. I think she took nothing else. But because who knows?
Goodness, literally,
I don't-
none of these characters can lie.
I know, we can't. Dawn. What have you done? What have you done?
She's coming. She's coming home.
You know you can't let this happen. Not to Mom.
But I need her. I don't care if she... I'm not like you, Buffy. I don't have anybody. It's so obvious you don't want me around.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Died. And it's like you don't even care.
Of course I care.
Haven't even cried. You've just been running around like it's been some big chore or something. Cleaning up after Mom's mess.
Dawn.
You've been avoiding me.
I'm not.
I have to do these things. Cause when I stop, then she's really gone. Nobody's asking you to be Mom.
Well, who's gonna be if I'm not? Huh, Dawn? Have you even thought about that?
Oh God, Donnie. I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm scared. Buffy. Mommy.
It's going. Oh my god. Sheesh. This one was called Forever. Written and directed by a girl, Marty Noxon. And it has an 8.3 rating on IMDb. So, yeah, it's basically what I was talking about. Yeah, it's had the whole funeral and everything, and, ow. I don't know. I just really appreciate the show for, like, showing us this. If that makes sense? Like, I don't know, the past 2 episodes have been, like, nothing I ever thought that the show would do. But I'm just, like... It's... You know? But yeah, so, like, this episode was basically mainly, like... Dawn's type of, like, her... grief and, like, her way of dealing with the grief of her mom. And because, like, last episode was mainly focused on, like, it was focused on, like, everyone, but Dawn not so much. It was mostly, like, out of Dawn and Buffy, I feel like Buffy, you know. But this episode I feel like it was very, like, showing Dawn and how she was looking at this whole situation. And I cannot believe I jinxed myself. Oh my goodness. But, like, the whole bringing back someone, I'm so glad we didn't have to, or they didn't show Joyce again as, like, a zombie or whatever. That would have broke me. But yeah, it's just so, like, interesting how, like, all of them are trying to help Dawn as well. And, I fucking... I adore Willow and Tara so much. Like, I cannot. They're literally like Dawn's like aunt. And she's like, yeah, you can come over to our house, honey, of course. I love them so much. And Dawn was already like interested in like the Wiccan stuff and everything. So I thought that she would be like, so why can't we just bring her back, you know? I figured that that's what was going to happen, but I wasn't sure to like, you know. But yeah, I think it's just also so interesting. Willow and Tara complement each other so beautifully. Like, I adore them together. Like, Willow is so literal in certain things. Like, Dawn asked, like, okay, is this a thing? You know, is resurrection spells like a thing? Like, could we do it? And Willow's like going into the history, like, well, you know, we could, but then it always turns out bad. And then Tara immediately jumps to like the whole moral standing and like being like, no, that's not even a possibility. Even if we could try, we're not going to because And even that one shot, it was like just of Willow. And Willow was like, well, the resurrection spell, like, it could happen, but, like, it's been, you know, there's been, like, studies and stuff. And off camera, you can see, like, Tara's hand, like, Willow. And she's like, but it's, that's not even, you know, we can't do it. Like, Tara's, like, bringing her back in, like, okay, Willow, we cannot do that. We're not going to tell a 14-year-old that it's even possible to bring back her mom, you know? And, goodness, these characters suck at lying. They are so bad at lying. Like later on when Tara was like, did Dawn take our book? Or, you know, did she take anything else? Willow's like, oh, I don't think she did. It's just, Willow, I love you, but you cannot lie to save your life. I swear. Okay, and then yeah, so then with the whole funeral thing, we had Giles helping a lot, like being, you know, the father figure that he is. And listen, y'all already know I love Giles so fucking much, but him in this episode I adored. He is the father figure that we need on the show, and I cannot even believe Buffy's dad like didn't, like, he doesn't have like a contact or anything so that they could call him to even tell him that Joyce is dead. Like, what? Fucking strange. I wonder if that's because they didn't want to deal with, or I'm curious why that was the decision, why they didn't have the dad come back or something, because I feel like that could have been very interesting for, like, you know, the drama and, you know, the conflict and everything, but maybe it was just too much to like add in. But damn, or maybe he comes back later on and then they have to tell him about Joyce. But sheesh, so that really sucks. So like having Joyce and then like your dad that literally went off to fucking Spain or whatever, I forget where he went to, but then you can't even tell. That's messed up. But we have Giles, our father figure of the year, coming in, helping with, like, you know, all the logistical stuff, like making the cards and all that, and having to pick out a casket and things like that. I just love him so much. And that scene of him later on, just, like, at home by himself. Stop it. Oh, I love him so much. Oh, God. Then, at the, oh, well, before this, let me mention freaking Spike in this episode. Goodness, just like him wanting to bring flowers without even a card because he doesn't want to, you know, rub it in Buffy's face like, haha, see, I care, you know, I care about you. I care about Joyce, yeah. Like, he just doing it out of, like, you know, because he genuinely cared about Joyce. I mean, Joyce and him, like, they got along, you know? And I'm sure he's a little upset that Joyce is gone too, but listen, I just love Spike so much. But then later on, he brings Dawn to a guy that gives Dawn all of the information about bringing Joyce back, and then helps her get one of the ingredients. And it's just like, I understand wanting to treat Dawn just like a normal person, but also she's a 14-year-old that's going through grieving her own mother. Kind of, you know? Like, maybe you should just push her in a different direction rather than trying to resurrect her mother, you know? I just question his judgment sometimes, but it's like, I understand why he would do what he was doing in his own weird, like, thinking, you know? Like, I was watching it, I'm like, I am upset, but I 1000% understand why Spike in his own head thought that this would be okay, you know? Like, it makes sense to him, obviously, from our point of view. Watching this, we're like, Spike, why did you take a 14-year-old to get the ingredients to resurrect her mom? Little sketch, but okay. But yeah, then I wanted to ask, after the funeral, or wait, no, right before the funeral, they have that long shot of, like, the hallway. Does Buffy's room have, like, a skylight or something? Or is that, like, the top of the set that they just kept in the shot? I don't know if it's just my version of it, but is that in all the versions? It kind of took me out for a second. I was like, is that, like, a studio light? Or... But yeah. And also, I don't know, again, like, you know, the protocol and whatever, for these types of, like, you know, burials and everything. But I found it very interesting that, all of them were wearing black, and Tara's wearing red, and then Buffy's wearing white. I don't know if that's meant to be, like, something that, like, stuck out, but it stuck out to me while watching. I was like, Buffy wearing white? I wonder if that means something. Let me look it up. Oh, it's a color of mourning. Oh, okay. A symbol of mourning and respect to the deceased person. And then red in South Africa and Ghana, specifically. It's common to wear red to a funeral. I don't really know. I guess it depends on the culture, like, whenever I'm, like, looking it up. But in film or anything, I am not sure. I don't know. I don't know what to think of it. I was just gonna mention it in case you guys have anything or any information on the decision to have Buffy be wearing white. Or not white. Is it white? It is white. But, like, light gray? I don't know. But yeah, then freaking Angel comes, and I don't know why. That was just a lot for me. Perhaps it's because I haven't seen Angel in a hot second, because I've seen this is the third Buffy episode I've seen, in a row. And I miss Angel. I'm gonna see him next, after this episode, I'm gonna be watching the next Angel episode, but, Angel. I'm like, I don't know, it just is such a mature thing for him to go and just to show his support for Buffy. I can't even imagine going through this, and, like, I feel like Angel and Buffy, like, yes, there are things that, like, I feel like they don't work together, like, certain things, like, in their personalities, but it all boils down to the whole curse thing. Like, that's the reason why they're not together, I feel like, mainly, you know? Like, that's the main, like, even, every time they, like, try and work it out, it all comes down to Angel being like, well, I have the curse, so we can never do anything, and, you know, that kind of sucks. Listen, I know I'm a bike stan. Angel started it all. It's like Buffy just finds so much comfort in Angel, you know? I don't know. Just their scene together. It was so sad. I am so glad. You know, it could have been a little more drama, but I'm glad that they didn't have it be where, like, Spike was going through the cemetery and, like, saw them or whatever. Because I feel like it was just, it wasn't a, like, romantic kiss or anything. I feel like it was just, like, two exes that still care about each other and love each other and they were trying, he was trying to help her, you don't see Riley coming up and helping her grieve. I'm just saying. Oh, he's in a fucking rainforest probably right now. Oh, good riddance, honestly. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm like all over the place right now because this episode was just, I was not expecting to go like this direction with it, I guess, and I kind of liked it. What throughout I was a little like, if that makes sense. Like, I wasn't sure with the whole Dawn trying to bring someone back and everything. I thought the episode was gonna end with like Joyce coming back and then it was gonna cut or something, and I was gonna be so pissed off. But I like how it ended, so now I kind of like fully like the episode. And then I forgot to mention we had a scene with Anya and Xander after they smashed, and Anya is a character. I adore her, and it was very interesting how obviously last episode she had like that whole speech, very emotional, and she was just like very confused on like life and death and like why people are mortal and why people die and leave you, and I don't know, I think it was just very like, full circle for her character to like come back and be like, life and death happen every single day, like there's a chance at life every single time this happens, which that was a little strange to me. I felt that was a little I don't know, the way that she was saying it, she said it in an Anya way, so I was a little like, okay, Anya. But I don't know, I liked how it was in her own way and her figuring it out herself, so yeah. So then we got Ben this episode. He kind of fucked up and told one of Glory's minions and eventually Glory that the key is a human. Very fun and fresh and fancy and fantastic. So I was very happy that we did get some sort of movement with the Glory thing. So now for the next episode, maybe it picks up with Glory and, because now she has like some sort of clue, to like push that. So yeah, so then we have the last scene, oh, goodness gracious. Buffy crying. Makes me cry. We found this out in the prom episode. We found that out. Buffy cries. I cry. Oh, goodness. And it was just so interesting, like, seeing Dawn, like, talk to Buffy about all of this. And I guess it's from, like, just because we have seen Buffy, from, like, our, like, from an outsider's point of view, like, watching this. And we've seen her, find Joyce and like her immediate reaction and all of that. So we know that Buffy has been grieving and like it's affected her a lot. But to Dawn, for some reason, I don't understand why she thought that it didn't affect her as much. But I guess it was because in this episode Buffy was very like, okay, yes, this is the casket. Okay, yes, we're gonna figure out the wording for this pamphlet or, card or whatever for the funeral. Like, she had to do a bunch of stuff for Joyce's funeral and everything. Which I always found, like, so, like, hard. Like, imagine, I mean, some people don't even have to imagine, but, like, losing someone and then immediately having to pick what they're going to be buried in, and then having to pick a picture for their funeral and then a card and everything. Like, it's goodness. Like, Buffy probably just had to like put her feelings on the back burner so that she could get it all done, so that she could, get past it, and then she could finally, grieve. But then even in this, oh god, this scene where she's like, I have been doing all of this because if I stop for half a second and I realize that my mom isn't even here yet, I'm gonna break down and I'm gonna, it's just so sad. So it's like just two different sides of like people that are grieving, And it's like Dawn that's like very present with her emotions and wanting to go through it and like, you know, missing her mom, wanting her mom back. And then it's Buffy where she has to like go through a bunch of stuff and do things and, you know, put on a face for Dawn because she has to raise Dawn now. That's why I loved the Angel scene so much, because like she was able to like kind of put that aside, like all the things that she's had to do, and like just be with her emotions and like be with someone that she trusts, you know? Ugh. Goodness. I don't know what else to say, honestly. But I was about to say I enjoyed the episode. It was a ride. And yeah, I liked how they went about everything, you know? And was able to add in a different form of grieving through Dawn's character and how Dawn and Buffy kind of interacted. And I just wanted to say for the last episode, I never know what to say for people that are going through things, you know, because I am bad with words, as you all know. But just know I did read all of the comments for my last video and all the people that shared their experience with a loved one dying or a loved one going through medical problems and having the episode being so relatable and cathartic, and it's just a experience to go through that episode. And I just cannot get over how much people really resonated with that episode, and I'm so glad that the episode exists so that we could have that kind of episode where people can go to if they need that sort of cathartic episode to let out their emotions with certain things and even, you know, relate to it. And I'm just so glad that just the comments in itself, we were all able to let it out and discuss that type of thing. And I don't know, it was a strange thing to experience, like how impactful this episode is on all of the fans, you know? I don't know, I was just very blown away by the reception of the episode as well. So yeah, I just wanted to add that in because sheesh, I don't like, even the last episode, it's like made me like think about things differently. Goodness, this show just brings us all together. I am so thankful for the show. I cannot even tell you guys. But yeah, so that was Forever, the episode 17. Just seeing Angel in this episode, I'm like so excited for the next one. So the next episode I'm going to be watching is Angel season 2 episode 17, and then we're going to be coming back to Buffy episode 18. So won't be too long till we're back at Buffy. But I think, like, wait, let me see. Yeah, so it's gonna be Angel next, then Buffy, then Angel episode 18, and then it's the final stretch of Buffy season 5. I am so stressed out. Like, I am very nervous. But, and then after that, obviously, we have the final stretch of Angel. Oh my god, I'm like so nervous. Okay, so either way, I do believe that is all I have to say about this episode. So yeah, thank you to all my beautiful patrons over on Patreon. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!